What's up, everybody? It's Artie here with Bomber Breaks, and I've got for you right now 2026 Topps Heritage Baseball. This is Pick Your Team number 1 full case fire on release day. Thank you so much, folks, for jumping in. We're going to have some fun. Guys, I got 6 teams left in our next one. I've got 10 teams left in number 3. Number 3 being a half case. So you got some half case price points. We also have the back half of that. Number 3 is going to be a random team. $34.99 gets you a shot at some pretty cool Topps booms. We got Bowman's Best on the site and a whole bunch more. But as you can see here in our first one, no filler needed. All teams taken outright. The teams you picked are on your screen for your review while we work on all the unboxing, which we'll get into right now. While we unbox, we're going to talk a little bit about Heritage, right? Most of you guys are going to be familiar with it. We've got looking for one major, hit in every box, either autograph or relic, but you do have the opportunity to get some really nice Topps autos at these price points. Of course, Heritage, known for their variations. There's a handful, right? We have the image, we have the banner, we have the all-star, and the color are the main ones. This is not a rip. What happened here? That's weird. The checklist is out, so we can kind of see what it is. The potential variation cards, like, I don't want to say that's not a huge list, but it's a moderately small list. So there's not it's not like every guy has a variation or anything like that. So kind of to that point, like, I will do my very best, and you know how we like to do it, little crowd source here. If you guys see something, if you see something, say something in the most unjoking way possible, right? Like, you can let me know. Some of the ones will be real obvious. Some of the image variations, because they also changed the format again. The last and previous times they had made all the variations above 100. They changed it back to now they're just built in. So I did my very best to review the checklist multiple times yesterday and today, try to get a feel for what players more likely are going to be variations, and it is typically some of the big ones or rookies, but I'm going to let the guys behind the scenes also know to give us another shot to catch some of those, and I will do my very best, but all the cards will get shipped clean. So if I do miss anything, you should still get it in nice condition when you get it there, but I'll do my very best, and feel free to speak up if you want me to check anything, and you don't have to be right. If you guys see something and you're not sure, it's not a big deal. I'm happy to look it out. Maybe you're right, maybe not, but we do this as a group, and it's part of the fun kind of thing of Heritage Release Day, right? This break will take me a little bit, no doubt. I will do my best to keep my pacing, again, because I do know that not every card can have a variation. We'll see if they do anything kind, like flip them backwards for me, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that. But a lot, but a couple of subsets, all-stars and black and whites and things like that. There's not much to that. It's mostly the image variations. You got the banner variations that are, and the nickname variations as well, right? So the nicknames, again, you can see, but that's one where you guys might be able to help me on that if in case I'm just moving and don't see it. But that's why we came on early. We got all the time in the afternoon here to get these couple full cases knocked out. So I'm going to do my best to find that sweet spot of pacing between getting through it in a timely manner and not, missing everything in the break. But the good news is the main goodies are going to be those Topps Heritage autographs, right? The variations are fun, and if you're a set builder and all that good stuff, absolutely encourage you to do that. It's one of the, highlights of the product, but at the same time, we don't want to go crazy looking for little banner variations that sell for $3 when we got some big-time Topps autos to find, so 26 baseball, boys and girls, it's upon us, right? WBC came to conclusion. Sadly, USA fell to Venezuela. But we are not too far away from the start of the regular season. Fantasy drafts all over the place. And Mike Trout still making the covers of our baseball products here in 2026. as you can see, I'm just going to go with the full unboxing method this time around. We'll just get all the packs out, stack them here to my left, as you can see, and see how it goes. I want you to all say have a quick moment of silence for me, and just think to yourself, let's hope these packs rip nice and clean for Artie, because that can make a huge difference in my day if they rip right. They rip like the Bowman's Best packs, hooray! If they don't, then you might see me get a little frowny face as the day goes on, but I think we'll be all right. And the good news is we got all our fun stuff mixed in, guys. We do have the Prism Black football release. We've got some Leaf football up on the site. We've got a few metal breaks moving pretty good. We got Football Nation back. The last Optichrome boxes out there. So there's a lot of fun stuff we're going to be able to do. We've got eBay at 6 o'clock. A couple breaks there, including Select Football and Prospect Edition Baseball. All right, folks, that is the unboxing of all 12 of our Heritage baseball boxes. One last look at your teams on the screen as we're going to go clean screen here for the break. Thank you again for grabbing all of those teams outright. It's always fun when no filler is needed. Alright, and one last time on the hard copy. This is 2026 Topps Heritage Baseball. Pick your team number 1, a full case break here from Bomber Breaks. Good luck to all. Okay, thanks, man. We got pizza on the break pad. Life is good. All right, very good. Let's find some fun stuff here in the Heritage. Good luck, everybody. Ooh, good start. Good clean rip. I like it. All right, well, let's take one card in to do our first random, right? We're going to probably have lots of these type of things. So we got a dual ERA leaders. So we'll do a die roll here, which will apply to all the base duels. The guys will, I'm guessing we'll get plenty of duplicates in a full case. They'll do their best to go back and forth. If we have any leader cards that are like listed in order of the league leaders in one league, right? This is the 2 league leaders, so it kind of is a split, 50-50. But what I mean by that is, say it was AL ERA leaders, Scoop Wall would just get the first one because he's the leader, right? That's kind of how we've started doing these. So either way, for all the base duels, again, if we get a numbered duel, we'll do its own die roll. But odds left, evens right, odds left, evens right, odds left side here. Tarek Scoop Ball, Mr. I Can't Pitch in the WBC. I already didn't like him for, the Guardians-Tigers rivalry, and now I don't like him even more. And he'll probably end up like with the Dodgers, and then I can really just not like him even more. Yeah, but then shows back up and like tries to be part of the team. It's just like, bro. Like, with all due respect to McLean or whatever, and we didn't lose because of the pitching. We lost because we couldn't score runs, but, still would have been nice to have the best American pitcher we've got out on, other than, I guess, with Skeens. And anyways, what can you do? All right, so we got that. The odds left on that first one. And I do have a little chrome guy there. So, yeah. All right. Let's see how this goes. But again, guys, don't hesitate to... Okay, we got a record breaker there. Ooh, that's pretty cool. The Enterprise on the Jack Cags. There's the blue chrome of Jerkson Profar, Mr. Steroids. And the NL All-Stars, that's the black bordered Manny Machado. Guys, kind of early on here, I'm going to feel out the rarity of all these different parallels, right? I've done Heritage a couple years now, so I have a better idea, but still takes me a little bit of a reminder at times. As we get our box one hit, going to be a Clubhouse Collection relic of Luis Robert Jr. Still with the Chicago White Sox here on the Lubob. That's real thin. That's a 75. Clubhouse Collection game used memorabilia. On the Lubob, White Sox Jason C. Box one hit is yours. Behind that, it's the Carlos Narvaez. All right, Jack Keggs, rookies galore here. All right, so we've got a quad rookie here. There's a bunch of rookie shortstops, and so this is going to be slightly different than the dual red. I can't really use that base die roll that I did for this one. So let's do the same thing. We'll utilize the 8-sided die for this, right? So that each corner gets 2 spots. So we'll go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8 as the default here on these quad cards. All right. And we did roll the 2, makes it pretty easy for all involved. Top left, going to be Ryan Ritter of the Rockies in this case. Quad Chrome and Terry Ball there. And Manny Machado here. Ready and action is the Machado insert card. Backwards cards are these the white chrome ones. Quad rookies again. That will go to Paul Gervais of the Dodgers. Quad. So Judge is certainly one of those guys that has a couple different variations. I just want to take a look there. All right, so I think, let's see here. I think this might be a jersey throwback jersey variation. I'm going to go with it. I apologize if at any point I get the yips and miscall what I think is a variation. Obviously, in our first case, that might happen because I haven't seen the base ones, but I do know throwback jersey is a parallel, and that NYC for the Mets definitely would seem like one. So I'm going to go with that until anyone tells me otherwise. There's the all-star schemes. Raw Power, James Wood. And we're going to finish up our very first box of 26 Heritage. Hey, Karen. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'll, yeah, let me send you an email. I'm gonna be ripping for majority of the day today, but if I think of it, I'll try to send you an email from my email, or you can if you think of it, if you just want to send a bomber email, and they'll forward it to my email. Okay, thanks, Pat. All right, so do you have the Mets in this one? No, Sale does. So Sale, I just want to be up front. My man Pat told me that this is not a throwback jersey. This is a City Connect jersey, and thus not a variation. Apologies there. These are pretty cool. These ready in action inserts. There's Kyle Teal, rookie. Hey, what up, Nate? How you doing, dude? Busy man these days, huh? Record breaker Ellie. Ooh, there's the orange parallel mini. Boom! This one for the Seattle Mariners. You're going to be numbered to 77. It's 53 out of 77 on the Luis Castillo. Nice hit there for the Mariners. And Jason H. Jason. Castillo to 77 for you. Here in box number 2. Alright, so I'm going to just, that one, right? I'm going to put this one to the side, and if we can find another Soderstrom card, we can see if they all have the belt on it, or if that's possibly a variation. That's kind of the best. Okay, sounds good, Karen. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. I apologize. Sometimes you say things and you know, just the craziness of the day or whatever it happens to be, and then you forget about it. So I appreciate you reminding me about that one. And here's our box 2 hit game used memorabilia of Brandon Lowe. At one point I had these guys so locked down on Lowe versus Lau. I think it's Josh Lowe and Brandon Lau, but I got the it's all in my head now. Game used memorabilia on the Clubhouse collection. Tampa Bay Rays is all that matters for me. Stephen S., that is yours on the Brandon Lowe mem. We do have a random team version of this if you just want to take a shot on getting some big Topps booms. Still looking for our first autograph of the case. 2 boxes in only. Box and a half, to be honest. Here's a chrome hit for the Pirates. That's Brian Reynolds. I've got 114 out of 150 on the Reynolds for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Ed P. But on the really good news, these packs are ripping very, very clean, which makes me very happy. So that'll make life pretty straightforward, right? When you can stick to the rhythm of the pack rip, it's no break is too tough, but If a break like this, the packs start getting feisty on you. I can tell you from my perspective, it is it's a tough one to deal with. So, but it doesn't seem like we're gonna be just fine. So I got like a wave of relief coming over me as I realize that these are gonna be nice, easy rips. A lot of packs, but I surely don't mind if I can just keep to that clean rip. Burns rookie. The Enterprise is pretty cool. Topps loves their space-themed cards, right? Like you got a whole set of Cosmic, but then a lot of the other products have started to incorporate some kind of space theme into their subsets. All right, 2 boxes in. Let's see what we got in box number 3. That's PCA ready. Strumsky there and Ian Seymour here. Box 3 hit is going to be game used memorabilia of Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado here on the mem in box number 3. I've got the St. Louis Cardinals on that one. Michael P., that is yours. Congrats. Game used memorabilia of Nolan Arenado on the Clubhouse Collection mem. Trey Savage has rookies. Still kind of feeling out who's going to be the big RC chases this year, right? Obviously, Savage going to be in that mix. Jack Cagg certainly, I think, top of a lot of folks' lists. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. I got you. Trey Savage. Basalo's an interesting rookie too. I think he's gonna DH mostly to start. Bubba Chandler. Another nice rookie there. Just gonna make some put some of these stacks to there. That will stack up as we go. Card management is half of the job today. All right, good luck. All right, still looking for that autograph. Come on, baby. 3 mems so far. This is box number 4 of Pick Your Team number 1. Baltimore, more young guys. Dylan Beavers. Do you think Baltimore ever drafts pitchers ever? They got so many young offensive talent, so much offensive talent. Mizorowski, another nice rookie there. And trying to make, I got some side piles going. Jack Kaggs and Kyle Teal right now. I will throw Mizorowski in there and Savage. I can't promise you I'll catch every single one in real time, but I'll do my best to make it happen if I see them. Zerto. Okay, that would be. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see cards going in different directions. So that'll be. All-Stars Judge. Guys, I apologize. I am gonna, if they're gonna give me back upside down cards, I think I'm gonna just move through them. I apologize. I hope you don't think I'm lazy. Just okay. That Altuve looks a little interesting to me. Ah, okay. Okay, so it does say image on the back. Okay, hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So now I got some confirmation as to when I check. All right, so then, okay. Okay, so both my other ones that I pulled are not image, but this one is definitely it. All right, heck yeah. That helps a lot. So there we go. Now we know that they do at least give us that. So I can always have the guys do one, be aware of that fact so that we can, it's an easier way to check for those type of things. So there is an image variation. Houston Ranger, that is yours. It's Jose Altuve. I'm so excited that we got one. Let's go. All right, heck yeah, that'll be all right. So now that I know that, I don't have to worry about it. I can just double check if I'm unsure, and hopefully, certainly, the more we do with this, the easier it comes to kind of identify, especially the image variations. Right? They do typically stand out a little bit, but some of the other ones, presumably. still need our box hit, though, and we're running out of packs. But we're running right into a rookie autograph for the L.A. Dodgers. This is Alex Freeland. Well, nothing's ever easy. Unfortunately, Lu Chang, as you see here, I will send you a pack, but I do have some bottom of the card damage on this Freeland rookie auto. Dang it. Alex Freeland rookie auto there is our first autograph of the day. Alex Freeland rookie ink. My boy Mason Miller. CJ Kafis has rookies this year for the Guards. Let's go. I don't know how we're gonna. I don't know how we're gonna play everybody. We have. I don't say we have an abundance of players, but I don't know where Kafis fits in as. I don't know. Guess I'll mix in the outfield and that first base and DH. I don't know how it's gonna all play out. Tons and tons of duels and quads, it feels like. Record breaker Ellie. Okay, so Schlittler will be a rookie as well. It's another nice rookie for us. The Yankees for Peter. And there's a little boom for the Milwaukee Brewers. Rookie autograph of Jacob Mizorowski. There's a nice one for us. Heck yeah. Congrats to my Milwaukee spot. A-Pad, that is you. Jacob Mizorowski, rookie auto here from Heritage Baseball. Bomber Paul and I inherited a Dynasty baseball team. Jacob's going to be one of our centerpiece pitchers for the year, so hopefully he keeps it rocking. He is nasty. Roman Anthony, there's another big RC chase. Okay, so I'm starting to kind of put it together, right? Roman gonna be a huge one. There's a couple pitchers, Schlittler and Mizorowski, Teal and Jack Kaggs. Let's continue to add to our big rookie chase list, and so we can, as the year goes on, we can kind of figure out what we got. But I like it. This is that ready in action, and that's Ohtani. So I'm gonna go ahead and sleeve that up. Okay, so there's the base Correa. Oh, that's Correa, not Altuve. Never mind. I'll take it back. Okay, a little like ticket stub card cut there. First one we've seen of that. For the Tigers, it's Spencer Torkelson. Torkelson there, Detroit. Oh yeah, yep, okay, right. We saw him getting starting the gold medal game or however the championship game in the WBC, and he pitched darn well. So yeah, okay. Mets rookie Nolan McLean. Okay, we'll put him on the list. He made the list. Ooh, okay, another fun one here. This is 50th anniversary stamped Blue Jays team card. Toronto. That's my man Chris Dubs. Chris, this is just a team checklist with the 50th anniversary stamp. Kind of cool. Coaching staff card. Deckle Edge, A-Pet says. That sounds fancier than ticket stub. Deckle Edge. Okay. Thank you, as always. Appreciate your wisdom. Doyle in there. I was gonna say that is not the same color blue. That is a Giancarlo Stanton, the New York Yankees, 57 out of 150 on the artist formerly known as Mike. Yankees. That is Peter. And finishing up the box. Our 50th anniversary stamped Blue Jay. It's Rico Carty. Rico Carty again, Blue Jays on the stamp card. I'm glad you appreciate that, Pete. Lawrence Butler. Chase Burns and others. So the RC class is starting to feel pretty strong to me the more we do this. I mean, a little pitcher heavy, but still. I mean, obviously Roman and Jack Kaggs. I like to put Kyle Teal in that group, but we'll see how he develops as the season goes on. McLean, Schlittler, Burns. I mean, I saw enough from Burns early that I think he's got it. You know. Wasn't lights out, but his strikeout ratios were wildly good. So. Cincinnati's not the easiest place to pitch, but I think he'll be still pretty darn good. Person Wisenhunt. There's the Altuve base photo, just for reference, since we did see that image variation first. Okay, a pet like Sal Stewart for the Reds. Okay, very good. I will admit to, in general, we were talking about divisional stuff here the other day, and it's like, man, the Reds. It's a tough tough division. Tough division with the Cubs and Brewers and such. But I feel like the Reds are they got that nice Suarez ad late. I think they can make some noise. I'm obviously a Tito guy, given his time here in the land. So we'll see. We've got another Deckle Edge. All right, I might need to write that one down here. I don't know if I'm gonna remember this. Deckle Edge Tanner Bybee for the Guardians. Cleveland Benjamin, that is yours. Need a good season from Tanner, right? Kind of, he's one of the few guys the Guardians ever signed to a long-term extension. Pretty team-friendly deal, to be honest, but still for our payroll, that's about as big as it gets. So we need him to find his form from 2 years ago and be a 1A and 1B with Gavin if we really want to make some noise. 23/99 here on the green chrome Trey Sweeney, Detroit baseball. Nathan, little Sweeney for you there with your Tiger spot. Congrats. I haven't seen any of the Guardians guys with RCs. I'm a little surprised / curious about if any has them. I thought we would have had a couple with DeLauder and Valera at minimum. I don't know. I'm guessing they're gonna try to wait on Bazana. I know he's not starting on the big league squad, so he maybe gets an update Series RC depending on how quickly call him up, or maybe he's gonna be a 27 rookie. I don't know. My guess is the 27 thing, but we'll see. I would have thought at least DeLauder and Valera would have gotten rookies this year. All right, so this is our box 6 hit. It's Marcus Semien on the game used memorabilia. Clubhouse collection mem on the Semien for the Texas Rangers. Texas Jason H. That is yours. Congrats. Jason, there does seem to be a kind of what I can only describe as a scratch down this card, right? You kind of see it there. Just wanted to make you aware. I'll send you a pack as well, but not the. Yeah, I don't know what to say there other than just sometimes this product does seem to lend itself a little bit more to those type of issues, but nevertheless, no excuses. Stops. Get your house in order, please. All right, that is exactly half of our case. Six boxes down. I'm going to take a quick Coca-Cola Classic break. So what did we do? We did 1, 2, 3... So four mems and 2 autos in our first 6. Okay. He does have Valera has autos. Okay, hell yeah. Thank you, APAT. All right, very good. Let's keep it rocking. How we doing here? 45. So yeah, that's not to be unexpected. But we already did all the unboxing and all that, so I think we're doing all right. Hopefully you guys are feeling the pacing okay, and how we're doing this here. But let's see what booms we can find. Looking for those like hand numbered red autos, right? That's kind of the big boom potential. And I just gotta remember where I have my piles, so the muscle memory comes back. There we go. I like those. The Enterprise. Huh. just a funny insert set to have in Heritage, but I like it. Almost thought I had a Johnny Bench. And there's a rookie autograph in this box for the Boston Red Sox. It's Peyton Toll. Peyton Toll, rookie ink here for Boston. Heading to Jeremy. Congrats, Jeremy. Rookie auto is yours on the Peyton Toll. Pretty nice sig there by Peyton. I truly need to write that down because Deckle Edge. Don't ask me why that popped into my brain, but I think I was trying to think of it. I think I kept thinking beveled. Yes, Ben, this is PYT number 1 of Heritage Baseball. We're a little over halfway through the case. You got the Guardians in this one. Very good. Heck yeah. We were talking about that. We were talking about which Guardians. APAT let me know that Valero's got autos. Nothing crazy, but we did get this Bybee Deckle Edge Tanner Bybee so far for you. Yep, very good, Ben. Paul, just in case if you're not aware, Benjamin Morris, Guardian spot, local pickup. Got the guards in Heritage. Parker Messick too. Okay, heck yeah. Man, the guys at the fantasy draft that I went to on Sunday, at least the Guardians fans amongst the group, there a lot of Guards fans high on Parker. Okay, I like it. It did pitch pretty darn well last year at the end of the year, so. No, Tugboat was pitching for Team Canada? Oh my gosh, no, I didn't know that. Well, hey, if he's good enough to pitch for Team Canada, that means maybe man, if we can get the Tugboat all the way up to the MLB, I'm going to be pumped. Do you remember his real name? I don't. Okay. Roy Smalley here, 50th anniversary. The Guardians have a David Wells-looking pitcher in the minors that goes by Tugboat that is quickly becoming a fan favorite. Apparently he was also pitching for Team Canada in the WBC. But I didn't watch any Team Canada games, I don't think. Matt Wilkinson. Yes. It is Matt. Right, yes. That is exactly who it is, Benjamin. Yep. And Russ, I guess Russ added it to our shipping sheet for us too on the pickup, Paul.
Okay.
Thank you, Russ. All right, next box. Another Ohtani there. All right, so we did flip number 2 to a filler, guys. Probably a smaller filler, I would suspect. $40 to fill that one up. We can roll right into that. I'll let Russ dictate the flow if we don't have the filler completely filled. I do think we will, but if we don't, we can always sneak in, leave metal if we need to. But I'll let Russ kind of measure that however he seems fit. George Springer is our next hit. This is a Clubhouse Collection mem for the Blue Jays. Game used mem on the Springer. Toronto, Chris Dubs, that is yours. Coming off a really nice season. I have to admit, I was, looking kind of for fancy baseball purposes, looking at numbers, and I was like, man, Springer had a really good season last year. He kind of, I don't say bounce back, but kind of a bounce back season because his numbers weren't crazy the couple of seasons before that, but he had a big time year. All right, this is a... Oh, it says refractor. Dang it. Oh, wait. Come back to me. Oh, turn back the clock. Never mind. It's weird to see Miggy on the bench as a coach, too. I was like, man. Like he could still be up there swinging away. Here's Hosey. I got you. I feel like the Blue Jays got to be kind of, I don't know, American League favorites, right? Like, I like the Yankees a lot, too. I know Nathan's going to watch at some point, so he's probably watching now. Tigers got to be in the mix as well. Guardians, Mariners, Boston. I know Nate likes Boston a lot, too. Who am I missing? Just the stash on Schneider is still very impressive. I don't think I got that in me. I don't think I got that kind of stash power in me. One of these 50th anniversaries, they're like kind of like softer. The texture of the cards on these 50th anniversaries are softer. If you're familiar with kind of how those look and feel, these are similar to that. Wow. You do that again. I've tried. That's for the 3D version of this break. If you have the 3D experience tickets, pack is coming at you, literally. Wouldn't that be wild? Like boom, and have the like explosion just 3D in your face. All right. I'm just thinking out loud here, guys. I think right, the pacing is going pretty good in terms of some of the previous breaks. I think, given that I know that those things are written on the back, I may at the very this is a startup with 4 boxes to go. 4 boxes to go at this point. But I think what I'll do, folks, is I think I'll take the time at the very end of the break to flip through the backs of all the base. I don't think it'll take me that long. I'm pretty good at fanning through cards, and I think that's just a good way to do one double check real quick while we're live, in case may not still catch everything, but I think that's just in my head, kind of what I'm thinking. Because obviously, I've only kind of seen the one image variation, and I'm certainly going to guess that there have been others that I just haven't quite caught in real time. So as a way to kind of help with that, and again, I can promise you we won't be able to get every single thing, but I'm going to do my best, and I think that's my plan. I don't think it's going to take like crazy amount of time to just do one quick flip through, but here for the hometown Cleveland Guardians, my GOAT, it's Jose Ramirez, Clubhouse Collection mem on the Jose. That's my guardsman and Benjamin. All right, Bubba Chandler, rookie. Want a red auto. Let's make it happen. Red auto. Come on, baby. Jet Cags is my. There's the Nolan McLean for sale. There's that. It's a City Connect jersey again. Man with the Astros hat looking at cards next to me, and I want to talk trash, and yeah, I really shouldn't, because customers and all. Who wears Astros hat around here? Who are you? Where did you come from? All right, we got another one of those oranges to 77. It is Mason Wynn of the St. Louis Cardinals. Michael P., this one is yours. 58 out of 77. The orange really pops amongst the mostly white backdrop of these cards. To 77 there. Our second of these oranges. Here it's Dan Ford on the 50th anniversary card, Twins. Box number 10. Good luck, everybody. All right, so up next we've got a Decal Edge Max Fried. Decal Edge Max Fried there, Yanks. Is Garrett Cole 100% ready to rock for the start of the season? I feel like he should. Right? He should be, right? It's been kind of a minute. Bottom Paul says, yeah. So yeah, that gives them a pretty good front end of that rotation heading into that season. Yeah, Garrett Cole, Max Fried, Cam Schlittler. God, they got other good pitchers. Man, yeah, Yankees pitching staff. Their Yankees, that's tough, man. It'll be tough. So it's actually, thinking about it, like their pitching might be better than their offense this year. Jose Altuve here, Clubhouse Collection Mem, Houston. Game used memorabilia on the Altuve. Houston Ranger, that is yours. Congrats. Anthony Sealer, rookie. Guys, we still have that filler in the next one. It would be perfect if we could roll right into number 2. We do have a leaf metal break we can squeak in if we need to, but I think it makes sense to save that one right before the bay and try to get number 2 done right after this one. So if you want to help me out, grab a spot, see if you can't hit some fun Topps baseball booms here. Our second 2026 product of the year. Christian Moore's got the RCs. Okay. You got a quick call up to the big leagues last year, so keep an eye on it as well. See how much of a 4-row box our base in this case will take up. About to hit row 3. Pretty house, RC. Right. We got 2 boxes left, folks. Thanks again for jumping in. See what we can do. Next up is game used memorabilia for the Atlanta Braves. That's Ronald Acuna Jr. Atlanta Steve, this one is yours. Congrats. Acuna on the game used mem. Ernie Clements. right, we started with 12. We are down to 1. Good luck, everybody. Let's see if we can't find one more auto for us here, right? I think we got 3 in this case so far. But hey, we're gonna also hit our third. Where's my Roman pen? Oh, it's right there. It is. Our third orange of the case. It's gonna be Braxton Ashcraft, the Pittsburgh Pirates. Mr. Ashcraft, 32 out of 77 for Ed and his Pirate spot. Congrats. Braxton Ashcraft to 77. There, we did get another autograph. This is going to be a rookie for the Houston Astros. It's Jacob Melton. Jacob Melton, rookie autograph. H-Town in this one, Gregory. That is yours. Congrats, Rager. Jacob Melton, rookie ink is yours. Three filler spots to go in our next Heritage, guys. Again, love to rock right into that one. At the very least, we're going to get that one done here in the afternoon slate. But if you guys want to take a shot, again, you can see, you know, very affordable price points and still a chance at some really cool on-card Topps autographs right here in the 2026 class. So, a little risk, fun reward. Need a little help as always, but worth it. Worth whatever the filler price is, $30-something, right? 30, 40 bucks basically. Let's see how we're doing here. Yes, 3 to go for 40 bucks. Very good. As I mentioned, I think I'm going to finish this box. I'm going to recap the major hits that we already got. I'm going to keep the vid rolling for just a few minutes. If you want to stick around for that part, you are encouraged to. But if you're in a time crunch, I'm going to do just a little recap first, and then I'm just going to take what'll probably be about 5 minutes of camera time to roll through the backs of the base real quick, just to see if I catch any other variations. Right? That's kind of my thought. I think that's just a nice way to do it, and especially if we got a couple filler spots as opposed to changing around the whole schedule here last minute. We can try to just get that filler going while I do that, but just talking out loud so that we can all be on the same page. As we've got a Ramon Laureano here for the Padres, blue chrome Ramon Laureano. 142 out of 150 for San Diego. Padres, Chris H. That is yours. The journeyman Laureano, who still is very productive, despite the fact that he kind of moves around a lot, I guess, is what I'm doing with. All right, so we learned that these are whatever. I just leave them. It's fine. These camera action cards are not particularly rare. I think Chris Dubs kind of inspired me to, we get some of those top rookies in these variations. We'll take care of those, like Schlittler there for the Yanks. I do like these sparkly blue chrome ones. They're quite nice. Here's Adrian Devine for the Braves. Adrian Devine, Atlanta. Steve, that is yours. Nice looking Roman Anthony rookie here for the Sox. Little cup card rookie on the Roman. Boston is Jeremy. Chase Burns there, rookie black. Cincy. And that is going to be the end of our very first case of 26 Heritage Baseball. Okay, let's do a few things here. We'll finish the stacking of the subsets together. Okay. So in the end, I had piles. I did Roman Anthony, Jack Kaggs, Chase Burns, Kyle Teal, Nolan McLean, Cam Schlittler, Mizorowski. I didn't see any other Savages, but I got those parallels, and I'll probably make a note for the guys to look out for those kind of for the totality of 26 baseball as we continue on. But again, plan here, going to recap kind of basically what we got already, and then we'll do the little base check here in a moment. But recapping what I've pulled so far, right? We got these 50th anniversary cards like Adrian Devine, and then Decal Edge are these, die cut looking guys. Max Fried there, Dan Ford, Pablo Torrebla, Roy Smalley, the Tanner Bybee edged, Rico Carty Torque, the Altuve image variation. This is like the load variation I caught in real time, but the good news is it does tell us that it's an image variation on the back, so that is good. There's the Savage Blue rookie. We also had the Chase Burns black rookie, Roman and Schlittler in the blue. Then I think the rest, there's the Savage black. Blue Jays team card with a stamp. And then numbered hits. Numbered hits in this one. Ramon Laureano, Braxton Ashcraft. These are the oranges are 77. Mason Wynn, Trey Sweeney, Giancarlo Stanton, Brian Reynolds, and Luis Castillo on the numbered stuff. Mems in this one include Ronald Acuna Jr., Jose Altuve, Jose Ramirez, George Springer, Nolan Arenado, Brandon Lowe, and Luis Robert Jr. We also had the Marcus Semien that does have just a bit of back issue there on the Semien, thus the pack will be sent with it. Autographs. We did have a similar situation here with this Alex Freeland rookie for the Dodgers. As you can see, we got some uplift on the bottom of this one. The Dodgers rookie. And then we had 4 autos in our 12 boxes. That also included Jacob Melton, Peyton Toll, and Jacob Mizorowski. All right, so that is that. Let me, just because these are going to get mixed up, let me take 2 seconds here. And again, the goal here is for you guys to So now we've got that. Okay, so as I talked about a few times throughout the break, right? We have learned that the backs do have what I believe, hopefully all variations listed. So it's going to take me a few minutes, no doubt. We'll see how long in total, but we're going to use this as a time to both help fill the filler in number 2 so we can kind of stick to the schedule that we have laid out. And also, again, I'm looking right in this range because that's where the image variation is, just to see what we can spot. So bear with me again. You don't have to sit through this part, right? Depending on how much you care about the variation side of this thing. But I feel like it's just a good extra step to, grab anything that we might have missed, and especially on this first one, we're kind of moving through it. So, but if I go through all of these and I find 0, I'm going to be pissed. So let's hope we find at least one. I mean, it's always like, oh, I missed it, but then it's also like, hey, I'm glad I took the time to search through, fan through the backs of cards. Either way, I'm here for y'all, and that's why I do this. I feel like my long tenured poker or card playing career allows me to fan cards pretty effectively. And if we're just a little bit slow on that heritage, maybe we bump up the leaf metal, but this will buy me a few minutes here to get going. It only is thrown off when the color ink is different and blocks it from being able to be readable. All right, so here we go. We got one. Max Fried. Image. Nope. Banner variation here on the Max Fried. Peter, this one is yours. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is what we're talking about here. The banner means the circle positional versus the banner. Okay, got it. All right, boom, got one there for us. I think these are the ones I just looked through. All right, and this is a black and white Gilberto Hernandez rookie for the Marlins. Black and white, that one probably should have gotten that one in real time, but that's okay. I already feel like my strategy was proven to be worth the time. Two spots to go in the filler. Very good. Okay, I'll admit this is probably going to take a little longer than I anticipated, but it's all right. I think worth it and the time. And hey, the truth is we just got the 2 full cases in the hat, right? It's not. I don't need to act like it's going to be some crazy like we got to do this forever, but probably run some on the bay. I would guess maybe do another PYT or 2 is for tomorrow or the next day, depending on what we got. I'm not 100% on that, but. Fortunately, just reality is the guys will probably sort these by the front, right? You have basically no logo on the back, so I think they'll, I would say, just let the guys check for them, but I mean, they can certainly do this as well, but then there would just be a little bonus surprise for you when you get your cards in. And I would say if number 2 was sold out already, I'd move right in that. But all right, you guys you're tired of seeing me fan through base cards. We're down to 1 spot. Thank you. I'm about halfway through the base stack currently. Got those 2 early, but been a little dry since. Alright, we found another one. This is Freddie Peralta on the banner variation. There. Milwaukee. So another thing I can do is I can incorporate this into, like, you know, I think I did this for the high number thing. We can check as we go. I kind of like this better though. I think it keeps the break moving, and you know, if I was, say I'm in a time pinch or something, I could just have, you know, could get some help for you guys behind the scenes to help me check these. But let's see how we're doing here. All right, good. Still got that one more spot. Still gonna just. Again, guys, if you're just tuning in here, it's Heritage Baseball release day. I'm just doing some variation checking here at the end of our first case, right? I kind of just went through it as best I could, and, you know, seeing what I'm seeing now, which is nice. And we had a little time here to try to get this filler for the next one ripped. We're so close, 1 spot to go, but I also feel like this has been productive as we found at least, three variations we found, an image and 2 banner bears, so feel good about that. And it's also nice to just kind of see what I'm looking for so that I can potentially get the last one done. The next one, done. Catch them in real time better. It's kind of wild though. I mean, it really does make you realize how like they are pretty short on those, right? I mean, in a full case, you're not. There's not even one. There's not even one variation per box, right? I mean, I guess maybe right around that. Now that I think about it, right? Because I found one image variation, so depending on how many more we find, we're kind of in that about one per box, but barely average. So we were trying to fill number 2 for next, another full case. We'll rip through that and then see where it takes us. As yeah, we probably can get, we'll probably do the leaf metal after that before the bay, at least one of them. I'll need a little bit of time to kind of refresh, change the camera around, go to the restroom, things like that before we start the night shift. But then we'll do the half case pick your team, the random team. More Bowman's Best, perhaps. Prism Black Football trying to get down. Getting down to it. Getting down to it here. So if you're in these other breaks and it turns out that I'm in a time crunch and I don't have the opportunity, because this is, about 15 minutes of camera time to do this, not a huge deal, but I'll make sure that if I don't have the opportunity to do this for the next one, then I'll ask the guys behind the scenes. My man Andrew might be in later. Paul can try to do it as well. And you might just get a fun little surprise top-loaded variation in your mail day, but we'll see how it shakes out here for the next one. That's what I got left. To search, I guess the question is, I guess the black border cards might have images too. So let's see. To the last spot mojo. Alright, it is sold out, guys, so thank you so much. At this point, let me just finish this process. I apologize. It's going to take just a couple more minutes, and we'll be ready to rock into the second one. Just like to be thorough and make sure we, grab it. Kind of nice to. I'm glad that I was able to see what those banner. But I can admit that I looked at the banner variations and I tried to look at the cards on eBay for sale, and I'm like, I can't tell what I'm supposed to be looking at here. But now I see it. I think I gotta see at least one more, right? Gone dry. All right. Well, even at the very least, I did produce this. Did produce about 3 or 4 extra variations that I didn't catch the first time through. So, at least from that standpoint, I feel like it wasn't completely useless endeavor. Learned a little bit about what some of those variations look like. What just happened? What in the name? What the frick was that? Holy cow. Sorry guys, my hand, I'm not kidding you, my hand bumped the mouse and completely reoriented my entire screen. Like moved all my windows in a, so I literally have never had that happen to me before. I do not have any clue what I did. Okay, anyhow, I know, I'm going to be crazy. We're going to do the black border ones, and then we'll wrap up and move into the next one, alright? Okay, nothing on the blackboard ones. All right, very good, folks. That's going to do it for Pick Your Team number 1 of Heritage Baseball. Again, the recap was slightly earlier before I started searching the backs. The back search did produce Freddie Peralta, banner variation, the black and white Herberto Hernandez, Max Fried banner variation as well. Yeah. All right, very good. That'll do it. Pick Your Team number 2 coming up now.